Our team is made up of a group of outliers, people who maybe don't conform with whatever their culture that they were born into or kind of don't fit in anywhere, therefore have to learn how to fit in everywhere. And that seems like a fairly unique thing to have in a team because it encourages people to figure out what's the best way to communicate with somebody else, because everybody here is used to being that one who's out of place, I think.
I decided to bring nasi lemak. I'm a little bit like a nasi lemak because there's a little bit of everything in it. So my grandfather is from India, on my mom's side from China.
Sushi used to be the very Japanese food, but nowadays it goes traveling around different countries. They created their own version of sushi.
I brought the French fries, and for the people who know other fries, I intentionally don't choose somtam because it's typical Thai, and I'm not a typical Thai. I hope you agree.
The soba noodles is a recent favorite of mine, only because I recently had the pleasure of going to Japan.
I used to think that in Malaysia, I was so freaking diverse. I was the only Chinese, the only unique men, and there was a whole... Can I say gay?
Forget it's Nike, it's the world. You can say whatever you want.
In your culture, you think it's rude. But if you're in a diverse cultural setting, you're like, well, I can say whatever I want to say. And I won't get judged for it.
That's the important part, that last part, is that not feeling like you'll be judged for it.
When there is no one predominant culture, anything goes. And I think that's where really interesting things start to happen.
So I don't feel that nationality is the one that defines how unique our team are, but it's more about the culture of how we work together.
And that's probably why people like me fit in this Nike culture so well, is because I don't need to justify my background in any way. I don't need to justify the fact that I don't know where I'm from. But the common goal is sport, and as you say, we all start in the same place.
The problem in diversity in the workplace nowadays is not that there's lack of. The problem with diversity in the workplace now is people can't figure out how to maximize it.
The way I see diversity is, it's like having multiple voices in a room. So inclusion is the ability of those voices to affect change.
How do you amplify the voices in a diverse environment? That's inclusion.
I do think that diversity is something you need to understand. The moment you understand, inclusion comes. Every single damn day you learn and you try to refine and converse and include those opinions and ideas and build upon the ideas, because the moment you're able to bring inclusion into the conversation, you have the commitment from everyone.
Agreed. To our awesomeness.
To our awesomeness. We have to personally create that inspiration and continuation to enable these young people to achieve their dreams.
Everybody got so excited. It's like, for me, I never seen that much excitement.
That moment of inspiration lasts their entire lifetime. And we're privileged enough to make that happen.
The real power of sports is giving people that hope that if they put their mind to it, they can achieve anything.